Listen, you guys, it seems like Nicki Minaj might actually be regretting the promise that she made. And we're going to be talking about Rihanna and the backlash that she seemingly is facing for supporting her men and the Drake shade. We're going to be talking about that as well. And we're also going to be discussing about Universal allegedly trying to play chess with Drake. And it seems like the Transformer and Lil Kim are out here showing each other some love. And Chrisean is going in hard on Kalisa. And we're also going to be discussing about Soulja Boy responding to the Alabama Baker allegations. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, let us talk about Nicki Minaj and what she had to say. Now, for those of you who do not know, she had promised that, well, if that song, that she did the intro to by the Trinidadian artist actually gets to 1 million views on YouTube, she would then submit her own part, for a collaboration. So it does seem like the song is currently sitting at 875,000 views. And I guess this is something that Nicki did not see. But personally, when she said that, I was like, the Barbz that I know are definitely going to go and run up that song. So I'm not shocked that, well, a week later, the song is almost at 1 million views. And Nicki, when she said 1 million, I guess she really didn't understand that the turnout was going to be that great, especially given that, well, the artist himself is not that popular. He is, popular in his own right, but of course, that entire intro by Nicki Minaj had people, gravitating towards his work. So this is what Nicki Minaj then decided to write on her status. She put a link to that song, and then she said that at Trinidad K, we need 1 million views on this video so that I can write my verse and send it in, okay? And then she said, to be honest, I'm starting to wish I didn't say 1 million because I really didn't think 1 million would come so soon, okay? So Nicki is out there thinking that, listen, I didn't think you guys were going to do this, but I do know that she's one to keep her own promise. I wouldn't be surprised if already she has worked on the song and, she's now, just submitting it now, but she probably has written the verse before. So let me know in the comment section what you think about that. When do you think Nicki is going to drop her part of the song, and how well do you think the song is actually going to do on the charts? Now, I mean, imagine the Barbz are running up the numbers like this just because of a shout out at the beginning of the song. Imagine what they would do if there was actually a verse, okay? Speaking about Nicki Minaj in this channel, let me tell you something. If you're new here, I am a Nicki Minaj fan. That's not even like a secret, okay? So if you come in my comment section and try to say, oh my god, you always talk about Nicki Minaj, oh my god, it seems you're biased. Yes, I am biased towards Nicki Minaj. I am. But so is every other platform that's out here, especially the big platforms with like a million views. They're biased against Nicki Minaj, and they've got so many followers, so many subscribers, and I don't see you guys complaining in their comment section or pointing out their bias. So I find it rather appealing that you would be bothered by a channel that is literally below 20,000 being biased towards Nicki Minaj. Okay? Like, she can't even have like an African with an accent that's even different supporting her. She can't have that as well. Okay, you can't stand that. Everyone should just be against her. Because I've never seen you under the Breakfast Club calling them out when they are biased. I've never seen you against, under academics comment section complaining when they're biased. I've never seen you on the shade room or the neighborhood talk. I've never seen you on all these other platforms that are biased against Nicki Minaj. Ibro, I've never seen you complaining against those people. So I wonder what gives you the boldness to come into my comment section and try and shade me to say as if it's like miserable, as if it's unacceptable to like Nicki Minaj. I'm not ashamed. So if you look for another insult, if you want to come in my comment section insulting me, I am a Nicki fan. And the reason why I created this channel is I wanted to create some balance. Because it was too many propaganda-fueled media platforms that were going against this woman. If that's not your cup of coffee, it's okay. Click off. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to be talking about Rihanna. So you guys, recently Rihanna did a Valentine's photo shoot for of course her brand, and in that video she seemingly sent a little bit of shade towards Drake's way, and this is when she was saying that a love song is actually very corny, and she said that I've seen it before, okay? And so people started saying that was shade towards Drake, because Drake is the one who's very famous for making love songs that people believe to be dedicated towards Rihanna. So people were like, okay, so why are you now shading Drake all of a sudden? If Drake responds, it's going to be a problem and stuff like that. And I'm like, it's just a little shade. Like, it's a little shade. This man already has dissed her. I mean, if he's out here dissing a husband and bragging about, oh, I effed your wife and stuff like that, that's already a diss towards Rihanna as well. So this is also her just responding, okay? It's just like if if Serena does say something about Drake, you guys can't be threatening and saying that if Drake responds, I don't want to hear any complaining, because he already poked these women, okay? He poked these women already. So honestly, with this entire Judas the Grasses situation, it is what it is. Whether it was shade or not, well, it was actually shade, but I don't blame her because the man has been throwing shade her way as well. And that being said, speaking about Rihanna, let us talk about her going to court to support her man A$AP Rocky. TMZ is out there being messy and being shady, okay? Because tell me why they are posting, basically pictures or like drawings of Rihanna in court. Like they even, decided to emphasize on the forehead. And why is Rihanna's hair, starting from in the middle of her head? Like, why is the hair starting from there? Like, what is this? Why are they? Why are they drawing her like this? They are so messy. Oh my God, I cannot help it. My goodness. But anyway, that being said, it seems like some other people are not impressed by Rihanna for basically supporting A$AP Rocky. They feel like it's loser behavior. And some people were even pointing out that other celebrities are out here in, Paris at Paris Fashion Week. And here we have Rihanna in court supporting a man who's facing, these charges and stuff like that. Majority of the people feel like that's loser behavior. But personally, I'm like, isn't it too late for you guys to start saying this is loser behavior? Because they have 2 kids in. Okay, so listen, I would want better for her in as far as like the partner, the choice of partner and stuff like that. The whole court thing, obviously, in an ideal world, I would also be like, oh, why don't she go and marry another billionaire and stuff like that? But sometimes the real world is not like that. Okay, sometimes these men, just do the most. Okay, and at this point, I just feel like it's a little bit too late for her to be doing all of this. Like, it's too late. It's the best that she can do right now is just be supportive to her baby's father, in my own opinion. And now I'm beginning to think, does Missy Lee know something else about this case? Is that why Missy Lee and Rihanna are inseparable? Is that the tea that Missy Lee has on Rihanna that has Rihanna hanging with Missy Lee? Let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about the Transformer. So the Transformer decided to share a video of herself singing along to Lil Kim's song. Now, you could tell that majority of the lyrics she obviously didn't know, but they like to keep that narrative that, Lil Kim has been their inspiration and stuff like that. So I'm not mad at her for trying to lip sync along to Lil Kim's, song. And that has people thinking that maybe they are working together on the next project. You guys do know that, of course, the Transformer likes to create hype and buzz and stuff like that. And so people feel like maybe Lil Kim is going to be featured on the Transformers upcoming album. Now, let me know in the comment section, would you want to see a Lil Kim and the Transformer situation? Do you think that their voices could even blend? Okay? Do you see their voices together like that? Anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're gonna talk about Soulja Boy. So yesterday I did a video about Soulja Boy and Tiger being accused by Bed Barbie, that well they were laying down with Alabama Becker, and she was even claiming that Alabama is actually pregnant for Tiger, or like got pregnant for Tiger and deleted everything. I mean the pregnancy and stuff like that. And so it seems like even after the statement that Alabama made, Soulja Boy still found the need to address this entire situation. So he went off on Bed Barbie, basically saying that, listen, nothing like this ever happened. I've never dated that girl and stuff like that. And what's interesting for me is Soulja Boy's comeback is always, you were trying to suck my D. Like each time somebody comes for Soulja Boy, trust and believe that the first thing that is going to say is going to say, you came to my house and you were trying to suck my D. And at this point, I'm just like, I don't even believe it anymore, okay? I do believe that Bed Barbie herself is not like a proper person that we can consider as a source for anything. But the fact that Soulja Boy, every single time that somebody comes for him, his go-to line is, you were trying to suck my hee-ha. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, at the end of this video, I will insert all these receipts, you guys, because I do know that some of you don't care for what these celebrities have to say. So for the sake of those who don't care, I will insert this at the end. But those who care, do not worry. I've got you. At the end of this video, I will insert all these, receipts. Anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Chrisean and Karlisa. Like with these people, when is it going to end? Because it seems like both of them, they are just drama on top of drama. None of them likes to act like, they're grown. It's always drama, okay? This time, Chrisean Rock is out there, challenging Kalisa, saying that she doesn't have a problem with me when she missed me. She basically doesn't have the same energy, making it seem like Kalisa comes on the internet to make people believe that she's G when she's not. And at this point, I'm just like, Kalisa and Chrisean Rock, that's too much beef. Like, I mean, the man that you're beefing over is in jail. Like, when are you going to get over all of this? And the last thing that we're going to talk about, Drake. It seems like we might actually be witnessing the end of the reign of Judas Degrassi in the music industry. And when I see stuff like this happening, I'm tempted to say, we told you so. Okay, because when the industry is out there spitting out, some other people, you always think that you're above them. Okay, you always think that you're special. Even when artists are crying about certain things, you don't support them. Even if your sister is being blackballed, you side with the enemies. Okay, because you will feel like you're on top of the world and you are invincible. Now, allegedly, Universal is out there waiting for Drake to drop, because allegedly they want to humble him. Okay? And unfortunately for Drake, he relied heavily on their payola, in my own opinion. He relied heavily on their, PR presentation and stuff like that, to the point where if they do decide that they are going to blackball him, he will not be able to survive. Okay, because his success, in my own opinion, was manufactured. In as much as he might have made some bangers, I do feel like to a certain extent his success was manufactured success, and whatever someone can give you, they can take it back. And this is exactly what's happening with Drake and UMG right now, because allegedly his new rival that they want to use to humble him is none other than Abel. Yes, The Weeknd. Allegedly, they are trying to use The Weeknd numbers to humble him. And I do feel like Abel for them is a perfect figure to use to humble Drake. They are both, Canadians, and, they have got differences. And so obviously if The Weeknd comes out here and outdoes Drake with such a huge margin, they will use that as a point of reference to say, look at you. And they will manufacture the flopping. Even if people support him right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they tamper with Billboard scores. I would never be surprised if they were to do something like this. Okay, I hope this serves as a warning to Judas Degrassi, so that he can now reflect and look back and think about his actions when one of his sisters was actually going through the most with the music industry and he was busy siding with the ops. I hope Nicki continues staying away from him. And I do hope Nicki Minaj actually starts working with Kendrick Lamar just out of spite. Okay. I know that Kendrick has ties to Rock Nation, but for the sake of spiting Drake, I would want Nicki Minaj to work with him. So obviously Drake's mouthpiece, namely Academics, decided to let us know what exactly is going on behind the scenes. And he says that, well, obviously I didn't hear this from Lucian. Yeah, we know, but you heard that from Drake. We know that very well. So let me insert the excuses that they are already making for Drake so that when he flops, they will have an excuse. And I don't think that after this, I'm going to be coming back. I will also insert the Chrisean and the Soulja Boy snippets. And please subscribe, you guys. Until my next one, see you.
Again, I'm not hearing this from Lucian, but a lot of niggas, yo, Drake is about to be on the biggest humbling period of his life. And I said, what does that mean? They said, well, let him drop. Fuck the party shit. Let him just drop alone. We're going to show him what we were doing for him on a label level, what we were doing for him on a playlist level, radio level, and all the bells and whistles. Because he's going to see. And I ain't gonna lie, I looked at it, I'm like, I don't fully believe that. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm here to tell y'all, this ain't got nothing to do with Drake. So in case y'all try to source me. The industry that is, they're upset at Drake badly. The word on the street is that when Drake drops next, they're gonna humble him. I promise you, I've talked to them all. They say they're gonna humble him, and not humble him by doing anything like crazy or weird. They're gonna humble him because the things they claim they've done for him, they will never do. I don't know what that means. That's the promise I heard. So even when I was like, yo, yeah, Drake. So honestly, so what I've taken from that, and this is me talking to industry people, I don't think Drake is dropping, like, I love Party. I don't think that Party's project, him and Party, is coming before him and his next solo. You know why? Bro, if the industry is saying that they're going to try to flop you out, and they're going to try to make sure, bro, it's a reason why The Weeknd is dropping music and playing on your name. They're playing on your name to be like, remember before, oh, why are we comparing The Weeknd to Drake? The Weeknd just did So Less Than Gunna. Drake would never do that. The Weeknd is setting it up that he's going to do crazy numbers. And now they're looking at you. So if I'm Drake, I'm not dropping no collab album. Because, yo, listen, unsolicited or not, I'm telling you now, the entire industry, I'm hearing from people, a lot of people I'm talking to, because all of like Drake real ops, they don't talk to me. But like people who don't care about Drake, they're just saying, hey, yo, this is what's going to happen. They're going to show Drake, they're going to give him a humbling of his lifetime because he thought he was the guy. He thought that everything is lit because of him. He's going to now realize it's lit because the button was pressed. I'm like, what do I mean? So, I don't know. Now, granted, Drake my mans, and Drake is my favorite artist. But I hope he understands that his label, the entities that be, they're trying to f*** them. I think he knows. He's smart. With all due respect, I don't think here's the thing. This is the play I heard. Real talk. This is the play I heard in the industry. They said if Drake drop a Party, they said, first of all, Universal is going to let it go. They said Universal, let me tell you how collab albums work. Remember that email you saw like Metro Boomin, like, it was like, oh, in a record? Ain't nobody stopping a record, bro. Labels are beefing. Future is signed to Epic, which is through Sony Music Entertainment. You're signed to Republic, which is Drake's label, which is through Universal Music Group. Universal Music Group, Sony, they're two of the big threes. They're shouldering each other on some who really gonna run this project. That's how they're playing it. You feel what I'm saying? Now when it comes to Drake, I've heard him fucking with him. That's my guy. But I done told y'all, I don't think if Drake labels shit gonna work. So here what I've heard. They're begging. This is why The Weeknd is baiting and trolling him like, oh yeah, you're gonna drop on our date. Drake was never gonna drop on that date. But they trolling Drake because they want Drake to drop the project with Party. And I ain't gonna lie to you, this is what I've heard from the industry. They think Drake and Party gonna do like 170, 180, and they're gonna clown him out. They're gonna laugh at him. You know why? Because people are like The Weeknd are sizing himself up to be a competitor, and The Weeknd gonna do like 300, 400. So we gonna laugh at this. You thought you could fuck, and you doing that? So that's why I think not only because of label issues Drake won't drop. This is me. I ain't asked Drake about this. I think not only because of label issues Drake won't drop. Drake is realizing now the next project, I'm telling you, Universal is waiting on the biggest flop from Drake right now, and they're going to make sure it happens and spread it from here to Narnia. If it's